upstairs and get gussied up and go out dancing.
You can't dance. When did you learn how to dance?
I've got moves you've never seen.
Your extra time and your kiss.
She co-starred with Julia in Mike Nichols' Closer, Natalie Portman.
I was 18 or so, and I met Julia at a Golden Globes party. And I can still see Julia standing there looking at these little wisps of women walking by. And she says to me, "People ask me why I think I get paid so much. I think I get paid by the pound." It struck me then and now that Julia is totally and wonderfully herself, and that thankfully she has never molded herself to anyone else's standard. Years later, when I had the honor of working with Julia on Closer, in which we would both be saying a million dirty words, I wanted to give Julia the perfect gift on the first day of work. So being the classy lady I am, I brought Julia a necklace that said simply, elegantly, or for those of you watching on TV at home, very private part of the female anatomy. This was the ideal gift because Julia is so clearly the opposite. And as a wrap gift, I was incredibly honored when Julia gave me a beautiful necklace with the words, "Little which is forever and ever my official rap name. I wear it proudly. In Closer, Julia wore considerably more clothes than I did, no doubt to the disappointment of every viewer. Asked once about on-camera nudity, Julia said, and I quote, "I wouldn't do nudity in films. For me personally, to act with my clothes on is a performance. To act with my clothes off is a documentary." Very well put. Even while remaining dressed, Julia Roberts has contributed to a number of outstanding documentaries that were revealing in the best possible sense. Whether these films caught her mingling charmingly outside her species, confronting real tragedy around the world, or celebrating true human triumph, this is a look at the real-life work of a woman I am proud to call my friend, Julia Roberts.
Orangutans to me represent a certain kind of innocence. Oh. Hi. There is something familiar and yet completely foreign to us, as if in their quietness and their stillness they possess a great secret that no one else knows.
With each new discovery comes new opportunities. But this fight isn't over yet. We all still have a long way to go. Perhaps someday soon, we'll be able to end the threat of Rett syndrome forever, so it becomes a distant memory, and that would be the happiest ending of all.
I'll say this about this place. I'm Julia.
Minsana.
There is a sense of happiness that seems to permeate. Everybody seems as though they're in the one place that they're supposed to be, and that shows.
Here's another co-star from Steel Magnolias, Oscar winner Shirley MacClaine.
The first moment that I saw Julia was during a table reading of a rehearsal for Steel Magnolias. First of all, the hair. Cascading bubbles of sheen. The cheekbones like Cochise. But what really impressed me was her aplomb and her sense of being absolutely in the moment, without thinking about what it was to work with us older actresses or what it was to work with Herbert Ross. She soon found out about Herbert Ross. Scene 23, Julia. Is that the one where you had the diabetic attack, 23? He made her come back. 3 days, those actresses and Julia had to come back. We didn't know what he wanted, she didn't know what he wanted, and he didn't know what he wanted. The way she withstood it, the way she decided that discipline, emotional discipline and control would be her, I think, frankly, ticket to longevity, and I watched that happen. I knew then she would be in for the long run. And I can't wait to see the rest. So, I'm supposed to introduce, I think, film clips that are to do with your other co-stars. Hope I'll be another one sometime. Bless you, Julie.
I just knew when we met we'd be instant friends.
I have a pain in my chest. It's radiating down my arm.
That's your heart.
No, in my case, it's stress.
Now, I love this man, and there is no way that I'm going to give him up to some two-faced, big-haired food critic.
Oh! Is she like a week
What are you doing it wrong?
Well, I'm on vacation.
I love you.
The only reason people are nice to me is because I have more money than God.
I've got to see you.
Tough.
You kissed me.
What are you, 12?
I'll start, because I have the right. Haven't you heard anything that we said? I sat here, Jerry.
Do not. We had an agreement, remember? Why don't we all shut up? Why don't we all shut up a little bit? I swear to God, I will crash this car right now.
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief. I don't do that anymore.
Steal.
Lie.
You know what your problem is?
I only have one.
You've met too many people like you. I'm with Terry now.
Does he make you laugh?
He doesn't make me cry.
I am so unbelievably sick of your imperious bull. I never said I was June.
Look, you don't use that kind of language.
Every time life hits her hard, you want to have some 12-hour conversation. You go right ahead, lady. I have a life.
Oh, and I don't?
You want a drink? I have some vodka in the fridge. We could have a drink. Just take my picture. Good.
You want to talk about the brief?
Everyone I've told about the brief is dead.
I'll take my chances.
You're erratic. You say any thing that comes into your head, you make this personal, and it isn't.
It's not personal. That is my work.
The only thing I have ever said to you ever is that I want you to be happy.
Okay. The one thing that would make me happy is to have a baby.
I slept with someone in New York. A whore. I'm sorry.
Why did you tell me?
I couldn't lie to you.
Why not?
Because I love you.
Can a brother get some love? Now, that is a question for the screen pages.
pleasure knowing you.
Next, Richard Gere and Denzel Washington.
I'm going to get on stage. I'm going to present Julia with an award. Then she's going to come up. She's going to receive the award. That's what I'm going to do.
As Julia Roberts, an American Cinemateque tribute continues.